to overtime. Dwayne Wade right at the body of Anderson Varejao. Welcome to your Kodak moment, Anderson Varejao.
Doncic pulls up, three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Doncic wins the game at the buzzer!
I thought I did that pretty well. All right, well, let's move on from that. Garrett Gilbert nearly won, but that's less of a storyline and more so a meme. Here we go. Oop, not what we wanted there. Yeah, let's talk about the Bucks and the Saints. I know that the hip opinion now is going to be the popular opinion now is going to be, oh, the Saints are going to win the NFC West now. And I'm not too sure about that. I mean, the Saints don't have a very difficult schedule going forward, but the Buccaneers are going to make the playoffs, and the Saints cannot trip up. That's the issue. Who do the Bucks play? The Bucks for the rest of the season play the Panthers, the Rams, the Chiefs, the Vikings, the Falcons, the Lions, the Falcons. I count 1, 2, 3, 4 free wins. Vikings, Rams, Chiefs are a question mark. Vita Vea loss has really killed their rush defense, but even then they're a good defense. The Rams have, looked to not have a pulse recently. The Chiefs, they're incredible. What do you want me to say there? And then the Vikings. So we're saying the Buccaneers could lose, let's say 2 out of those 3 games, and we'll give them 1. So they're gonna lose 2 more games out of their last, 7? So they're gonna go 5-2 for the second half. What are the Saints going to do? If they're going to go 5-2, they'll end up at 11-5. What can the Saints do at 6-2? They have 49ers, Falcons, Broncos, Falcons, Eagles, Chiefs, Vikings, Panthers. That's Chiefs and Vikings is the same conversation we had before. Ooh, yeah, well, 49ers, they'll win. Falcons, 49ers, we assume they'll win. Who knows if that happens? Falcons likely win. Broncos win. Falcons win. Yeah, it's going to be close. It's going to come down to the wire. But my biggest question there is, what happened? What happened to the Buccaneers? That's what everybody's asking. What happened? Why did Tom Brady look like he had... Not only did he show that he was 43, he looked like he was 43 centuries old. He couldn't move. He looked like a demented dinosaur, looked fossilized, was just launching the ball up, says, well, fucking Gronk somewhere, AB's somewhere over there. Throw to Mike Evans. No. I can't do that. Come on now. He's working on it. But what happened? Well, first of all, the weakness of the Buccaneers all year has been the offensive line, in my opinion. Even with the Tristan Wirfs pick, I thought they had one of the worst offensive line. Last year I put great emphasis on Jameis Winston being sacked all the time. You can look that up. I talked about the Buccaneers having issues after the Tom Brady signing because they just didn't have an offensive line. Jameis Winston got hit over 40 times last year, or over 45 times, something like that. And Brady getting the ball out quicker has helped him there, but it didn't help against the Saints who, Janoris Jenkins is suspect. Outside of that, like Malcolm Jenkins, horrible human being, anti-Semitic as hell, go fuck him. But very good safety. I don't like him. And then you had Cameron Jordan, who finally had they had Marcus Davenport back, finally had some help on the defensive line to the point that they could actually get pressures. And that was the difference. The Buccaneers offensive line couldn't hold up, and then everything was clicking on offense. Look, when Taysom Hill was more productive as a passer than Tom Brady, you have serious issues. And as far as rushing goes, Alvin Kamara probably had his worst game of the year, but that's because they were blowing them out by so much. Emmanuel Sanders was cooking. Adam Troutman, a rookie that I liked a lot, was cooking. I mean, look, Michael Thomas had a decent game back. Wasn't anything crazy, but it was good. And the Bucks just didn't execute. For some reason, the Bucks cannot beat the Saints. And this is the worst loss Tom Brady has ever incurred. It is the first time he has ever been down by 35 in a game. First time he's ever been down by over 30 in a game. It wasn't good for him. Is anyone surprised? No. He didn't look good. And that's really the question. You know, we saw Cam Newton have a great first 2 weeks and then he fell back to earth. Are we seeing something similar with Tom Brady here? I doubt it. I mean, I just don't like betting against Brady or Belichick, and I feel like I just did that in one sentence. But even then, I don't know what to say about them. I mean, the Saints, I really don't believe in them as contenders because it never works out for them, if we're being completely honest. And the Bucks, I mean, look, if you make the playoffs, you got to be really happy as a Bucks fan. I know you guys think it's Super Bowl or bust this year because it's hosted in Tampa, but if you guys make the playoffs, that's a huge step in the right direction from 7-9 last year. And the NFC is not stacked. It's going to be the Seahawks, who have an incredibly suspect defense. 49ers aren't going to make it. They're not going to be able to get the chance to defend their title, I doubt. I don't think. The Packers have serious defensive concerns, and, you know, the Vikings just ran them out of the ball game last week. There you go. The NFC does not have a long list of contenders. And then, of course, you're going to have whoever comes out of the NFC East. Or you have the NFC South, which is between Saints and Buccaneers. NFC West, which is, you know, Cardinals, Seahawks, Rams maybe, 49ers maybe if they get their shit together. You have the NFC North, Packers, maybe Vikings, maybe Lions. Who knows? I mean, probably not the Bears. Everyone knows the Bears are imposters. I wouldn't trust them to make any type of playoff run. And then you have the NFC East, which, the worst division in football. I know the Giants are in it. I don't like saying it, but it's true. So on the NFC side of things, it's the Packers, it's the Buccaneers, it's the Saints, and it's the Seahawks. Those are the four teams that, you know, can really make playoff runs. And then whoever's on the AFC side is probably going to blow them out. But even then, yeah, I mean, look, I still have some hope in the Buccaneers. I don't have as much hope in the Saints. I think what we've really realized now is that the NFC has some serious issues. The Buccaneers can't deal with well-schemed offense and can't stop the run without Vita Vea. He's going to get paid, which, you know, great for him. And then the Saints, if they can get someone alongside Cameron Jordan to produce, they look really good. If they can't, they don't. Because Marshawn Lattimore by himself, you know, can't do everything. And also, the reason they haven't looked great this year is because, you know, Marshawn Lattimore only shows up for big games. For some reason, whenever he plays against Mike Evans, he absolutely destroys him. And outside of that, he just can't get involved. Janoris Jenkins is not good. Janoris Jenkins is really bad, is what I would say. There you go. There you go. There's why I'm not really sure what this game means. I don't know how to react to it. I don't know what to say about it. Mostly because I don't know if the Bucks just had a really bad game or if this is actually them. And I don't know if the Saints, you can trust in their defense this much, or if their offense will just not make mistakes. I don't know if that'll happen.